Hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. Today I want to test something because I saw this tutorial from the dear Majka from Resin courses, and she uploaded it on her YouTube channel. So I thought I'd give it a go, but I don't know if it's gonna work. So it's called Blooming Stone, and I'm starting mixing my first color, and I used practically her recipe. So my mold holds 200 grams, so I went with 26 grams for this color, the darker color, and I mixed some resin ink in there, and it's the resin ink, I think it's called Midnight, but I need to have a look again so that I'm telling you, no, it's Mystery Blue. I'm sorry, it's called Mystery Blue. So this is my first color. Then in between I got a phone call, I'm sorry. Then I start mixing my white. So this is 36 grams for my white, and I dropped 7 drops of the pigment drops from Etter Art into my white, and I'm just mixing it very, very well, so that I don't have any traces. So you really need to make sure that you mix your white very proper, otherwise you can have traces. Then I found in my drawer this opaque alcohol ink. It's an alcohol ink, and it's called Caribbean, because Majka also used a sort of opaque color to mix in the white. So I'm going there with 2 drops, and I'm just mixing this up. Yeah, I'm very curious if I'm able to achieve it. Majka used fast curing resin. I don't have any fast curing resin, so I only have the Mastercast. It's a 1-to-1 resin, and I thought just try it. And now I'm mixing some pearl mica into my white, so there's a bit of a sheen. Just make sure that you don't add too much, but also not too little. So then I'm adding a little bit of shimmer into the rest of my resin, and it's really a little bit, as you can see, and it's the Magnolia Schimmer from Laura's Art Corner. So this is gonna be my clear, and then after I mix it really well, I can start pouring. I keep on repeating myself, but I'm very, very curious if I can achieve what Majka created, or if I achieve something else. But we will wait and see. So I decided to just put a little bit more of the shimmer into my clear resin. Just mix it again very well. And because of the shimmer, you always think it's very bubbly, but it's the shimmer that's in my cup. So that's very funny. Anyway, the mold I'm using for this pour is the square rough and tough mold from MoldsandShapes. Like I said, it can hold 200 grams of resin, and I'm starting pouring my clear shimmer resin at the edges, around the edges. So I try to be careful so that I don't have too much of the resin in there. And then I'm using my blue. I just gave it a quick stir again, and then I'm pouring this also along the edges till it's all gone. Yeah, it's always interesting and very exciting when you try to pour a new technique, and I really love those techniques in the deep molds, I need to admit, because what the resin does there and how it can create like flowers or different designs is amazing, and the depths you achieve with that, it's wonderful. So this is my blue done, and now my white or light blue mix, I don't know how you want to call it, and I'm just also pouring along the edge, just on top of it. So I'm just making sure I use all my white, and then I'm going to take my rest of the resin and I'm just pouring it into the center till my mold is full. And it looks quite blurred because of all the shimmer. So I am very curious if you can see a design on the other side. It's just something completely new, and now I'm just popping some bubbles and then just let the resin do whatever it needs to do. And here's a little time lapse. You can see how the resin is moving. But I find when I saw Majka's resin moving, it had a sort of web effect at the other side, and this didn't happen with me. So I have no idea if the one-to-one resin, the fast cure resin, just moves differently. And by the way, I also added some glass stones, as you just saw. But this is now the next day I can demold, and you see it's completely different than the pouring side, the Majka's. And I'm very curious what I achieved. So basically, I achieved the web effect on the top, and there's a lot of sparkle, and you have the glass stones, the silver glass stones in the center, and it has a lot of depth, and actually I like the web effect. It's not what Majka achieved, but I really love this pour. So I hope you don't mind me showing you my first attempt of trying this technique. And this is now a close-up, a little video, how it's looking, and I really love it. It looks wintry, and it's a nice winter pour for cold days. With this, I love and leave you, and I thank you for watching. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.